2 years ago, Gibson donated $25,000 to a Boston domestic violence center, Casa Mirna Vasquez. Natalie Favre-Gillet is co-executive director of that organization, and she joins us this morning. Good to have you with us.
Thanks, Erica.
You got this donation of $25,000. You learned that it came from Mel Gibson. At the time, you're told he doesn't want any recognition for this. And then this whole story pops up. Given that history, what was your reaction to these tapes?
Well, we found them very disturbing, first of all, from the straightforward point of view of this is abusive behavior, and we hear about it from the women we work with, but very rarely do we have an opportunity like this to actually hear it as it's happening. So that was certainly a big wake-up call for me in terms of trying to make something out of this in terms of raising awareness about the issue.
And is that why you say you wrote an op-ed yesterday, and you said you're actually grateful to Mel Gibson for this? Is that why, simply to raise awareness?
Absolutely. I mean, this domestic violence gets spoken about and comes onto people's radar screens when there's either a homicide, and you read about it in your local newspaper, or when there's a celebrity involvement. So we'd like it to be on people's radar screens all the time and to be more of a national issue that is paid attention to all the time.
And how often is that abuse or that domestic violence in verbal form as opposed to something physical?
How often is it verbal as opposed to physical? I think that what we see are escalating patterns. Typically, it wouldn't start with something physical, but that could be the culmination of months or years of verbal abuse.
For women who may find themselves in an abusive relationship, is it smart to document that by using a recording, by taping someone?
That's not something that we would ever recommend. First of all, it could be a safety issue. If the abuser discovered that he was being taped, it could make him more angry and therefore more dangerous. And also, I'm not really sure on the legal implications of, what a tape would serve.
Mm-hmm. When you look back now at that $25,000 donation and everything that's happened, do you look at the money any differently? Do you have any different reaction to it?
No, I think that when we received the donation, it was a sort of giving back to the community in which they had spent, Mel and his crew had spent, a number of months filming Heart of Darkness, and we were grateful for it at the time. Obviously, we'd rather not have a donation be coming from someone who is later revealed to be an abuser themselves, but we're typically not hugely well funded, so donations are welcome.
Natalie Favre-Gillet, really appreciate your insight this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.